are tied for first place in the CAA, led by senior forward Keith Spencer, who had 19 points against ECU earlier. And leading scorer Stan Simmons. Pirate head coach Joe Dooley depends on a pair of seniors. Guard Tony Parham at 11 points per game, and forward Raphael Edwards, who leads the Pirates in scoring and rebounding. Stay tuned. The Pirates and Seahawks are coming up next.
WITN's coverage of East Carolina University basketball is brought to you by the Down East Refreshment of Coke, trademark the Stop Where Convenience Starts, and by the East Carolina Bank, excellence in community banking.
Welcome to Trask Coliseum in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's the war at the shore as Joe Dooley's Pirates are in town to take on Jerry Wainwright's UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Charles along with Trey Jones, and UNC Wilmington has had a terrific season. With a win tonight, they can clinch at least a share of the title in the CAA, as they'll be tied with William & Mary if William & Mary can come up with a victory tonight as well. And for UNC Wilmington, they have been absolutely invincible at home. Trey, they've got a great winning streak going.
Well, Jeff, as J.J. McQueen, who just joined us, probably knows, the Seahawks are 8-0 this year at home, a perfect 7-0 in the CAA, and are playing really well this year for Coach Wainwright.
Let's take a look at the key players in the ball game. First of all, for the Pirates on the road here tonight, Tony Parham has been playing some terrific basketball, especially here this last month.
And has had to play through so many injuries. It just typifies his whole career here. He's played hurt his entire 4 years at ECU, and has also brought a big scoring punch for Coach Joe Dooley.
And it looks like Raphael Edwards certainly has the numbers to be a first-team All-CAA performer.
Well, Jeff, he's top 3 in scoring and rebounding, so you got to like his chances. Raphael is more concerned about getting a win tonight in the final game of the regular season, though.
As for UNC Wilmington on the floor tonight, probably the most exciting player in this league is little Stan Simmons. Trey, he can really leap.
At 5'11", I think the sports information for UNCW is trying to sneak a couple inches in there. The little guy can really get up, as you said. He is the spark plug for this team.
And Keith Spencer really gives him that cedar leadership on the front line. He had a great game against the Pirates earlier.
Well, and those 19 points that you mentioned he had in Greenville came off the bench and gave UNCW a really big lift as they ran away with that one in Minges Coliseum.
Let's take a look now at the keys in the ball game. It's a packed house here tonight at UNC Wilmington, and the Pirates will have to exercise some crowd control here tonight.
6,100 plus here tonight. It's going to be difficult to hear. It's a tight arena. Lots of folks right on top of the Pirates will have to keep their heads tonight.
And as far as UNC Wilmington is concerned, obviously they don't like to turn it over. They value their possessions. And as far as their defense is concerned, if you stop Raphael Edwards, you've got a good shot at stopping the Pirates.
Well, as far as the turnovers go, Jeff, UNCW is facing an ECU team that is last in the conference in steals, so they don't have to worry about the Pirates taking the ball away a whole lot. And it goes without saying, if you can't stop Raphael Edwards for UNCW, it could be a long night.
It's been some long nights for the Pirates here in Wilmington. They have lost 14 of their last 15 trips. We'll see if they can do a little bit better tonight. Stay tuned. Starting lineups and tip-off coming up right after this. Along with Trey Jones, I'm Jeff Charles. Welcome back to Wilmington, the Pirates and the Seahawks. It's always a great game, whether it's played in Wilmington or in Greenville. We should see another barn burner here tonight before a capacity crowd of 6,100 in Wilmington this evening. Let's look at the starting lineup. First of all, for East Carolina, that 3-guard lineup that Joe Dooley's gone with all season long, even though they list Othello Meadows at a forward. He's really a guard. Meadows, Parham, and Dunk on the back line. Dink Peters and Raphael Edwards on the front line for East Carolina. For UNC Wilmington, the Seahawks likewise with a 3-guard lineup. Mark Bynes is more of a guard than a forward. Billy Donlan's the point guard. Stan Simmons the 2-guard. Oleg Kozanich will be the man in the middle. And Taduro Pratt will also be starting up front. He's a junior college transfer, a very athletic kid at 6'5". Joe Dooley trying to rally the troops in his 3rd season at East Carolina. It's been some rough going for the Pirates here of late. They've lost 7 of their last 10. They've lost 3 in a row, and there's Jerry Wainwright. Jerry was the CAA Coach of the Year last season. He's got a shot at it again this year. He'll be in competition with Charlie Willem at William & Mary for the Coach of the Year honors again, and Jerry's done a great job here.
Well, absolutely.
You can see Trey is packed and rocking here tonight.
Great atmosphere here at Trask Coliseum. 6,100 plus. Found it interesting, too, that UNCW honored the parents of the seniors before this game. The players will actually be honored after the game, and that kind of keeps some of the emotion out of it for the seniors, who usually get a little teary-eyed. And I guess Coach Wainwright didn't want them getting all upset right before the start of this ball game. I think it's a good move.
Edwards and Spencer jump in. Wilmington controls the ball, and this is Billy Donlin. Donlin's not very quick, but what he does is that he does not turn it over. He'll play an average of 35 minutes. You usually only turn it over once or twice, and that's great production out of your point guard.
He's also number 2 in the conference in assists. He really knows how to dish it out, and there's one, guys. He loves to hit Mark Byington, number 3, and he can drop the 3.
Byington, a 39%er from three-point range, hits the first one, and the Seahawks have a 3-0 lead. Nico Dunk will bring it into the forecourt for the Pirates. They'll give it up on the wing to Parham. They'll work it down low. Back up top now to Meadows for the 3, and Othello answers for the Pirates.
And O's been getting off to quick starts. The last 3 ball games we've seen him, Jeff, hit a big 3-pointer really in the first 2 minutes. The last couple of times out, and that's a good sign for Dooley's club.
Seahawks will bring it into the forecourt. They'll work it on the wing. Up top. Simmons looks down low to Kozinich. The big fella going in the paint against Dink Peters is going to challenge him and throw it up and miss it. Rebound tip there. Simmons at 5'11" getting in. Finds Byington, another 3 wouldn't go, and Raphael Edwards high for the rebound for East Carolina.
The Pirates cannot afford to give up offensive rebounds to the Seahawks, especially to Simmons, who comes in at under 6 feet tall. You can't let him sneak in there.
Try and get it to Peters. Kozinich knocks it away. Parham picks it up. Back to Meadows. Now to Dunk. Pirates work the perimeter. They're trying to get Edwards the ball down on the block, but he's being fronted, as you can see. And we've got 7 seconds on the shot clock. Dunk had it, lost it. Going to have to throw it up. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot wouldn't go. Whistle. Traveling violation. Give it right back to UNC Wilmington and Trey. That's Wilmington at its best at the defensive end.
They just love to dog the ball handlers for any team. Aliko Dunk has had his trouble handling the ball this year. He's going to find some harassment from the Seahawks tonight, and already, Jeff, this crowd was into it. An hour before game time, you and I were marveling at how the student section had already filled up, almost a la Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Billy Donlin's going to the basket, and he missed the layup, and the rebound cleared by Dink Peters. Here's Meadows into the forecourt, cross-court to Parham. Tony will take it to the baseline. He'll find Edwards going up strong. He's fouled, and Raphael will go to the line. The Seahawks converge on Edwards, and Raphael goes to the charity stripe for East Carolina.
Well, you can see number 5, Stan Simmons, get up at 5'9", maybe 5'10". I don't think he's the 5'11". They list him in the media guide. And so many highlight packages I've seen this year. Little number 5 for UNC Wilmington is able to get up and block shots, and that's really a guy for fans. The fans will want to keep an eye on tonight.
Raphael Edwards will go to the line for East Carolina. He's 10th in the league in free throw percentage, and he misses it a 69%er. There's a good look at the senior from Brooklyn, New York, by way of Kilgore Junior College in Texas. Great numbers for Rafi. 17 points, 8.5 boards. Gets the next one to go.
You'll see Raphael matched up with Spencer quite a bit tonight, the 232s. Both of those guys from New York and know each other from competition up there in New York City.
2-on-1. Spencer pulls up, misses it, and Parham gets the rebound. A new floor here at UNC Wilmington at Trask Coliseum. Looks very bright as the Pirates misfire. Meadows with the miss. Simmons with the rebound. Here's Donlin back the other way. Billy O'Leary.
Billy Donlin, one of those players that knows how to play within his limits, and he maximizes what he has as positives as a ball player.
Parham's got the ball on the wing. Tony in his last battle with the Seahawks, at least during the regular season. He's seen a lot of them. Dunk finds Meadows. Good look down low. Going to the basket is Edwards. He had it knocked away, stolen loose on the floor. Who's got it? Bodies all over the place. It goes out of bounds off UNCW Spencer, and it'll be Pirate ball.
O's on the court getting a little dirty tonight for the Pirates. Last couple of times out, we've seen him play really physical and scramble for loose balls on the court. Emotion is going to play such a big role in this one tonight, as you well know, Jeff. It's been a long, long time since the Pirates were able to pull off a win here at Trask Coliseum.
Marcus Green comes into the lineup for UNC Wilmington. It's been 6 years since the Pirates have won here. Mike Steele was the head coach the last time East Carolina came into Wilmington and beat the Seahawks.
If you want to look to one of the key stats, the last time these two teams met, January 24th back in Greenville, the Pirates shot only 28% from the field for the game. UNC Wilmington shot only 41%, but that's good enough when the other team is shooting below 30. The Pirates are going to have to hit some shots tonight. And Dink Peters inside has had so many opportunities in the last 3 ball games, and it seems like he just hasn't been able to get the right roll off the rim. And Coach Dooley has said several times in the past week or so, sometimes those little inches that we are short by end up being miles.
Well, you can see some goggle repair going on here for Keith Spencer. He is known around the league as that guy that wears the glasses, and he's having a little trouble with them right now, and he'll get them repaired, and we'll get back to action here.
UNCW started out playing 15 of their first 18 games on the road, 5 of those against top 25 opponents. This is a battle-tested team.
There's Byington into the forecourt to Donlin. He'll kick it in the corner. Billy Donlin, he'll have that ball in his hands most of the time. He's not very flashy, he's not very quick, but he's consistent. Here's Simmons with the 3. Peters tips it to Edwards, and here comes Raphael. Looks up and sees Byington. Dink Peters going up, and he's hammered on the arm, and the foul will go against Keith Spencer. His first foul. Pirates doing a good job, Trey, getting the ball up the floor.
And sometimes, at some point over the last 5-6 ball games, the Pirates have been guilty of maybe overpassing a little bit, and you want to see Raphael Edwards give a good look to Dink Peters, but he's really got to take it to the hole, I think, and find a way to get to the line. The second half has really been where there's been a disparity in foul shooting, but the Pirates have gotten to the line nowhere near as many times as their opponents have over this last 3-game losing streak.
Dink Peters gets the free throw. Dink has struggled at the line this year, 55%. But he gets this one to go. You see Stephen Branch into the lineup for East Carolina. Also, Vinny Sharp comes in, and Garrett Blackwelder is in as well. Joe Dooley usually about 3 to 4 minutes into the game with wholesale substitutions.
Yeah, we might see Neil punt for the first time in a long time tonight, coming off that broken foot. He might see some action tonight.
Would be the first time for Neil since back on December 20th when he broke his foot right before Christmas against UNC Asheville. Here comes Alphonse Van Eerlen. In for the Pirates. He'll come in for Dink Peters, his 7-footer out of the Netherlands.
The Pirates caught a break off that last missed foul shot and got an extra possession here, but they give it right back to the Seahawks.
And then Donlin throws it away, and then Byington steals it back. Byington out of the corner. That's what he can do. He can drill those threes.
Mark Byington, number 4 in the CAA in 3-point shooting. It's senior night tonight. His folks are on hand. You know, he's feeling a lot of emotion. Last home game here at Trask Coliseum. Out
of Salem, Virginia, the Seahawks lead by 3. We've got a whistle and a foul underneath the basket. Foul again on Spencer. He's picked up 2 quick ones. Third team foul on UNCW.
We'll see what Coach Wainwright does. We'll see if he's going to get Keith Spencer out of there. He's got a sub up right now. Looks like Simmons is going to check back into the game. Found it really interesting tonight, Jeff, that the seniors did not come out before the game. Their parents were out there, but the UNCW seniors will be honored after this game. I know it's senior night the other night at Minges Coliseum. The Pirates were very, very emotional, as most seniors are in their last game, and I wonder if that's not a calculated move by Coach Wainwright to keep his guys focused on the game.
Trey, I think you're exactly right. Jerry Wainwright usually stays one step ahead of the competition in those kinds of things. He's
a pretty savvy guy.
A very savvy guy. Here's Blackwelder with a shot off the left wing. A 3-pointer good by Garrett Blackwelder.
And Garrett has come up huge in the past 5-6 ball games. He's really found the shooting stroke. Had his career high in a game we did 1 week ago at ODU. I think he scored 19 in that one.
We're tied at 8. Here's Billy Donlin. Look at him get away. Penetrate and pitch it back to Green. I think Green's going to be a good one here. Here's Tadaro Pratt in the paint going up strong. Missed the shot. He's hammered. And he'll go to the line.
Tadaro Pratt is a very, very athletic player. Number 4 right there. We just saw 6'5" junior. You will see him get out on the fast break and finish.
Trey, remember that
convincing
jam?
Matter.
Yeah, remember that jam he had in Greenville in the first ball game?
Absolutely.
It was incredible. One for the highlight tape. One of the most spectacular plays we've seen all year. Simmons with a great lob, and he went up and jammed it.
Now, unfortunately, we've seen more than one of those great lob dunks against the Pirates. I can remember the one against that happened up at Scope a week ago that really kind of was a knockout punch for the Monarchs in that loss by ECU.
This guy is out of Indian Hills Community College. They were national junior college champions, and that says a lot when you go to Hutchinson and win a national junior college tournament.
Absolutely.
It's a terrific basketball team, and he played on one at Indian Hills Community College. Pirates are down 2. We're coming right back. Welcome back to Trask Coliseum in Wilmington, along with Trey Jones. I'm Jeff Charles. Pirates down 2 here in the early going. Busy day around the CAA. Bad news for the Pirates. James Madison beat American at Bender Arena today, 72-68.
It really turns up the heat on this one for Joe Dooley tonight, and Richmond picks up the win over VCU. So things at the bottom of the conference now starting to take shape, and basically tonight with the win, ECU can finish no worse than 7th and will stay out of that play-in game Wednesday night before the conference tournament begins. A loss tonight, and it all depends on what Madison does Monday night.
There's a pass down low. Stephen Branch spotting up, getting position, throws an elbow, and Stephen will get his first foul for East Carolina. Yes, Trey, if the Pirates lose tonight and Madison beats Mason at home in Harrisonburg on Monday, the Pirates are in the play-in game on Wednesday night in the CAA tournament.
And that will also go along with the Lady Pirates, who already are in the ladies playing game at 3 o'clock that day.
Blackwelder with the steal. Earl Pratt with the jam. And blocks it out of bounds. We talked just a moment ago, Trey, about how Earl Pratt can jump. We just saw it right there.
Yeah, he may have a funky first name, and he may not be the most polished player in the world, but he can get up. You're talking about a pure athlete right there, Daryl Pratt.
He not only blocked the shot, watch this. All ball.
Every bit of it right there.
They've got probably the 2 most prolific leapers in the league in Simmons and Pratt. Parham with the 3. Edwards rebounds it in.
That's strong play by Raphael on the offensive glass. Pirates really need that from their top scorer.
Tied at 10. It's good news for the Pirates. They've played the first 5+ minutes here, and they've dodged the early bullet with this big crowd of 6,100. Sellout crowd at Wilmington, and they're hanging right in there and not letting the crowd bother them too much. Van Eerlen got a piece of the pass by Simmons, and the Pirates come up with the ball.
ECU really would like to even up the turnovers tonight, too. I think that's the first one they've come up with tonight. In the last game, the loss at William & Mary, ECU turned it over 19 times and only caused 9 turnovers. That big a difference is not going to help you win ball games.
Ole Kozinets pushes Alphonse Van Eerlen. And a big fella out of Minsk, Belarus at 6'10", 260 pounds gets his first foul.
Yeah, Oleg Kozinets, the guy they call the Belarus Bear, doesn't look quite as intimidating as he did last year when he had his head shaved. He's got more of the George Mirasan look going on right now, but still very effective. Just a wide body in the middle, and he and Dink Peters are going to have at each other all night long.
Dink comes back in as Alphonse Van Eerlen goes out. Pirates will try and inbound it again. Tied at 10 with 13:48 to go in the first half. Here's Aliko Dunk. He'll look to set it up. Simmons is right in his shirt. Dink's got it. Double team. Has to kick it. Edwards back to Blackwelder with the fake in the paint. Good look. Edwards up strong. Scores. Pirates do a good job with ball movement that time, and Edwards gets the layup.
We commented on Daryl Pratt being a great athlete, but Raphael Edwards able to use some hang time in the air and get out of the reach of Oleg Kozinets to get that one to go and give the Bucks a 12-10 lead right now with about 13 minutes to go in the first half.
There's the Belarus Bear with a hook, and it's no good. And the rebound to the big fella for the Pirates, Dink Peters. Blackwater has the open shot, wouldn't go. Byington flies by and hits him upside the head and gets the foul.
Number 3, Mark Byington, his second personal.
2 on Byington, the senior out of Salem, Virginia. Very good student. He's the CAA All-Academic selection. And Garrett Blackwelder goes to the line for East Carolina. Garrett's grandfather was a Major League Baseball player. His name was Ray Scarborough. He pitched 12 years in the major leagues as a right-handed pitcher, and Garrett's grandfather is in the Wake Forest Hall of Fame. He'll stand at the line and has a chance to make 3, fouled in 3-point territory.
You really never know what you're going to find out when you listen to a game that Jeff Charles is calling.
Well, I talk to his folks, and they give me all the inside scoop, Trey.
Yeah, Garrett's folks have his little fan club there at Minges Coliseum, have a banner on one side of the arena, and do what they can to give him some support.
And he just supported the Pirates in that effort. We had 3 free throws from the line, and East Carolina has a 15-10 lead.
If I'm not mistaken, Garrett also came through in that same scenario up at ODU about a week ago. Sunk three free throws after being fouled.
That's Danny Dahl into the ball game now for UNC Wilmington, number 24. He just reported in. He transferred here from Bryant College. Going to the baseline, shot is up, and it's no good by Spencer. It goes out of bounds off the Seahawks and into the Pirate basketball and Trey. The Pirates have to be feeling a little bit more confident now. They're up by 5 points, and they've pretty much taken this crowd out of it here.
Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. A lot of the students in the student section, which is huge here at Trask Coliseum, are kind of standing around. Some of them trying to get a little clap going here and put the pressure on the Pirates.
Raphael Edwards with it. Back up top to Peters. He'll kick it on the left side. Now here's O. Back to Blackwelder. To Aliko Dunk. To Meadows. They continue to work the perimeter and trying to post up Edwards and Peters inside. You can see the big guys posted up on each block trying to get the ball. Pirates run out of shot clock time, and that's the reason for the whistle and the buzzer as East Carolina, for the second time, Wilmington plays great half-court defense, and the Pirates can't get a shot.
Lots of pressure. O just kind of lost that one going into the lane that time.
11:56 to go in the first half. It's the typical Pirate-Seahawk dogfight, but East Carolina leads by 5. 51-year-old Jerry Wainwright, last year the CAA Coach of the Year, says he wants this to be his final job in college coaching. He wants to stay here and continue to build this UNC Wilmington basketball program. He's in his 4th year with a record of 62-50. They went to the championship game of the tournament last year, lost to Old Dominion. A lot of folks think they've got a good shot to win it this year.
I'm sure Athletic Director Paul Miller would like for Jerry Wainwright to be around here a long time, too. He's done wonders with this program. Right now, the Pirates are doing what it takes to win at a hostile gym. They are out shooting their opponents 50% to 30%. And Wilmington is just not finding good enough shots to make them fall right now.
Billy Donlin hits the 3 from the parking lot.
I guess if you're not getting open from inside the arc, you take it out wherever you have to find an open shot. That was well in back of the arc.
Billy's a 34%er. And it's a 2-point game, a reach, a steal, and a reach and a foul.
Going to get Othello Meadows on the reach after that exchange on the turnover there.
His first, team's 3rd substitution for the Pirates, number 12.
And it looks like Aliko Dunk is maybe got poked in the eye. He's over on the right side of the court, bent over a little bit. Raphael Edwards attending to him, and probably just got scratched in the eye a little bit.
I think that's the case as Jerry Wainwright looks on. There's a look at Aliko, an Eastern North Carolina kid, of course, from Aiden Grifton, and transfer from Tennessee.
We'll get a look here at what happened on this exchange, and as Aliko goes for the ball, I guess either maybe Stan Simmons caught him up around the eye or the nose and scratched him a little bit, but he'll shake it off.
I think he'll be back. Here is Billy Donlin into the forecourt. He gives it up to Danny Dahl. Back to Simmons. Simmons has been quiet. You say that, he's so explosive, he can go off on a tear on you in a hurry. There's Kozanek, the battle of the big guys. Jump hook's good.
And maybe the first time tonight we've seen one of Wilmington's big guys really find success inside.
Boy, look at he and Dink battle inside. Here comes the official. They had a WCW match going on down there.
Jerry Wainwright is just beside himself, 2 feet out on the court. He wants to know where the foul was. And I'll tell you what it is, Jeff. They just want to set the tone right now because they know this house is emotionally charged, and they want to try to diffuse any trouble before it starts. We see Neil Punt now on the floor for ECU. And here's what you're talking about in the lane right now. Dink and Oleg Kozinets really getting wrapped up. And, you know, we've seen a lot worse than that in some of the games we've broadcast this year. And I'm not sure Jerry Wainwright doesn't have a pretty valid beef. You really could have called the foul.
Dink will get the
now
foul.
Now they're going to change it on to Dink Peters. So what happened?
There's Dink on the bench.
I thought, now originally they had called the foul on Oleg Kozinets, and that's what got Jerry Wainwright upset. Unless I've missed it here, they teed up Dink Peters now, or is it Joe Dooley?
just a personal foul, I believe, Trey. And Joe Dooley's really hot on the sideline. Now he has the beef, and Wainwright's happy on the other side. Simmons with the three. Blackwelder's got it. And we've got foul called against UNC Wilmington. The last crowd shot we had, the parents of Neil Punt from Minnesota. That was Mrs. Punt that you saw in the middle of that last shot. And they've come all the way from Minnesota to watch Neil play, and he finally gets back out onto the floor for the first time since December 20th when he broke his foot in that home game against UNC Asheville.
You and I have both talked to him about it since then, too, and he just said the rehab is just taking longer than they had anticipated, but he's worked hard to get back to this point and really wanted to see some action before the tournament began.
16 fouls on the Seahawks and 4 on the Pirates. We're tied at 15. Blackwelder goes to the baseline and travels with the basketball.
Yeah, Garrett really got caught underneath there. Stan Simmons had him surrounded there, and he really had nowhere to go with it.
Wainwright was an assistant at Wake Forest for 9 years. Now in his 4th year at UNC Wilmington. Took over for Kevin Eastman. There's a push and a foul on Tony Parham.
Well, this game was moving along pretty well through the first 10 minutes or so, but lots of fouls called here in the last few minutes. Jerry Wainwright was also an assistant at Xavier. He was talking to Joe Dooley the other day in Joe's first college game at George Washington. Jerry Wainwright was on the opposing bench as an assistant coach at Xavier.
Jerry and Joe go back a long way. When Joe was a player, and Jerry was at many of those 5-star camps Joe participated in as a youngster. They have a very close relationship. Punt gets the rebound, and we got a foul called against UNCW. Danny Dahl will get it. That's his first. That's 7 now, Trey, on UNC Wilmington. And with 9:35 to go in the first half, the Pirates are in the bonus.
Wilmington has been able to go on a 5-0 run. We looked up at about the 13-minute mark and said, well, the Pirates have done a nice job and have a 5-point lead now. And Wilmington's been able to make that up. With the Pirates in the bonus now, they can get to the line and stick them here in the first half. That will be key because for whatever reason, whether you want to criticize the referees or criticize the Pirates for not doing what it takes to get to the line, in the second half, the last 3 ball games, ECU has not been able to find its way to the free throw line.
Sharp is in. Blackwelder is out. Neil Punt gets the first free throw. Wilmington 10 points off turnovers. ECU 7 points. Here's Punt for the second free throw. That one would not go, and the rebound to Stan Simmons. The little guy gets 5 rebounds
Simmons
again.
Getting up again. That guy has really got some springs.
42-inch vertical, Trey. Best in the league.
I don't think you and I had that combined.
I would say you're exactly right. Going to the baseline. Here's Spencer.